Great. Hi,
Yes.
Priyanka. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm fine. What about you?
Absolutely, I'm doing great. Thank you so much for giving your time here. I would like to ask you, first of all, about yourself. Would you like to introduce yourself to our viewers?
Yeah, thanks for giving me this opportunity. As you know, my name is Priyanka Gupta. I am a government teacher. I teach in primary school, and I am first of all, I will say that I am from India, and I live in Greater Noida with my family. I have a one daughter. She's a 5 years old. And about my qualification, so I have completed my post graduation as well as PhD, and nowadays I am preparing for assistant professor. And about my hobbies, so my hobbies are teaching, cooking, making videos, and also talking as a stranger person on YouTube channel. That's all about myself.
That's so nice to hear that, Priyanka. So, as I'm starting this channel for people, they are going to share their stories about English or anything else. So today I will be listening to your story and how did you start it and something like this about your journey. So I think this is
Okay.
just kind of inspiration. Some people they would like to learn English. They can't afford as a tutor, or they cannot pay the tutor. They can learn English for free of cost. I think this could be good motivation if I can listen from your story. Could you please?
Yeah, of course, I will share my story. And you know that when I used to study in 10th class, so that time I was thinking because I wanted to be a teacher. So that time I was thinking that English is not important for teaching, because I can teach apart from English any subject, Hindi, history, any subject. So I left English subject after qualified high school, because my English was not good and I was not passionate about this language, yeah, this subject. And lots of persons say that since childhood I wanted to learn English. Yeah, yeah, I was very crazy about this language. So no, I never ever thought about this subject, yeah, this language. Then I left, but 1 years ago I realized no, English is very important for me, because nowadays every person wants to learn English, because it has been global language. And I am a mother, I have a one daughter. So I realized I am a teacher. Whenever I go to outside, so no, some person they know about me, I'm a teacher, yeah, I am very educated person. So they started talking to me in English language. So that time I could understand, but I could not able to understand very well. And I could not share my thought, my view. So I realized no, I'm doing mistake, I should learn English because it's very necessary. Then I started learning English. So that time I didn't have idea how should I start. So sometimes I watched conversational video, sometimes I read book, I watched English news channel. But I didn't do it's no continue. Sometimes I worked, and after 2 to 3 days, I forgot that I was learning English. Then I realized again, no, I was learning English and I should start again. Then, but I didn't do continue. But 1 year ago, I went to outside, and that was one person, and he was started conversation to me in English language. But
Right.
that time I couldn't reply, and I felt very what can I say, that
Disappointed
uh,
or
yeah, disappointed that if I knew about this language, so I can talk with him. Then I realized no, I will learn English anyhow. Then I started journey myself. And while learning English, I started small sentences. What are you doing, where are you, and what do you do? Because I didn't have an idea, basic grammar. I always confused. So I didn't eh, work grammar. I started speaking whenever
right.
I talk any person. So I think Hindi language, then I convert in English language, then I speak. I take lots of time. I took lots of time, but I don't, because I didn't want to study, it's again grammar, rule, regulation. I know that it's very important for learning language speaking, English speaking.
Right.
So then yeah, and vocab also, I have a lack of vocab. I know vocabulary is very important for conversation, any topic, and I have a lack of confidence because my vocab is not good, and also nowadays my grammar is not good. So I think both are very important for speaking in this language. But whenever I talk any person as an audio call, so I feel very comfort. That time I do not lot of mistake, but whenever I talk to any person as a face to face, so I do lots of mistake. I don't know why. Sometimes I feel, yeah, I have a lack of confidence, that's why I am doing, yeah, this mistake. But nowadays, yeah, I'm working no, this field, you can say, as a language. And yeah, I'm doing well myself, and within 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, yeah, I will improve my language.
Of
It's
course,
my
I
language.
just crossed finger for you. You're gonna do that, and why not? It's
Yes,
always important. If you're consistent on anything, you're going to get it. So,
right.
well, it has been a wonderful story, and you've been mentioning it was a lot of things that you've been facing so far. What about your teaching? Like, are you teaching? Which subject are you really teaching in your school?
Actually, already I have told you, I teach in primary school, so there's no any specific subject. I have to
Right.
teach all subject.
No
Yes.
specific that you
No,
like.
no. Yeah, already I have preparing for assistant professor in history subject.
Okay. So,
Yes.
have you ever thought that you would like to become an English tutor or English teacher in your life, or never?
No, I don't want to make a English teacher. Yeah, I want to enhance my speaking. Yeah, I want to teach my student, because not as a subject. I want to teach them as a language.
Very nice. That's a good point.
Yes.
It's always good to make it not like a subject, make it a
Yes.
language. This is what I think we
Language.
need. So,
Right.
mostly English learners are facing problem. They are thinking as a more subject, and that's I think hard for them, right? So language is easy. You can just consider a
Right.
language and you can get it.
You
You're
know that
consistent.
when I didn't know about this language, so that time I was thinking it's a very difficult language. I
Right.
never ever learn this language because I don't have idea about grammar. So how can I learn, how can I speak? So my husband and my siblings, they are supporting me. They said, no, you don't think about as a subject, you think about as a language.
Of course.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So my husband and my siblings, they are supporting me, and they were saying, you don't think about subject. I know that you don't like English subject, so you take like a language like a Hindi, Urdu, yeah, other language like English language. You think only, yeah, you want to learn English language. Then I
Mhm.
thought, yeah, I will not think that I am learning again English subject. So then I started, and nowadays I realized, yeah, it depends on practice and consistency. So language, we can learn anything, not only this language. We can learn any language. Yeah, we can, learn anything. So I think it's a piece of cake. Nowadays I realize, yeah, English is a piece of cake. Depends on practice.
That's true. It's not something very hard. It's very
Yeah,
completely easy if you would like to already have a mindset and you want to stick with it. So you can do it 100%.
right.
And yeah, another thing is that what kind of difficulties that you have faced in this whole like period of time. For example, you have started with the completely zero, I mean, as you mentioned. But
Right, right.
was there any kind of thing that really made you like stuck and made you, hold you back, I mean, somewhere, not let you learn?
Yeah, that when I started, so whenever I went to outside, so some person, they started asking me in English language. So that time I could understand, but I did not reply in English language. I think that if I will speak in English and my English is not good, so what will think about myself? Yeah, she is a teacher, but she doesn't know how to speak in English language. So yeah, I faced some problems, and that while speaking, I told to you, I convert Hindi to English, so I took lots of time. So yeah, it was very difficult for me. And already I have told to you, I have a lack of vocab, and nowadays I don't have a more time, because already I say that I
Yeah,
am a teacher. I have a one daughter, and I am housewife, so I don't have a more time for speaking this language. But whenever I get time, so I speak. And I want to remove my hesitation, and I want to enhance my speaking.
that's a very fantastic idea to, yeah, keep it up and just try to go it. Even of course, it must be complicated. You're having responsibilities. I think you have a family, and you mentioned your housewife. So having jobs, a lot of, I mean, there are multiple tasks, and you are killing two bird with one stone. In English, we are saying killing two bird with one stone. It means to doing in a one action two task. I mean, multiple tasks. So which is hard, tough, but you are on it, and if you never give up, you're gonna do that. I assure you
Yeah, right.
for this one. That's all I think I can say. I really enjoyed that you've been sharing your story about it, and it was nice. I hope that many other learners like you, they would really want to improve their English, and they can follow that thing that you have been following, to having Skype conversation. You have opened
Yeah,
your channel to just try to gain a partners to just practice your English, and to
yes,
enhance it. So that was a very amazing idea and super idea. I mean, I appreciate this idea, and you can help other
okay.
people too. Meanwhile,
Yeah, yeah. It was very nice conversation to you, and I am very glad to see you. And so, yeah, thanks for
thank
giving
you
me this
so much.
opportunity. Okay, thank
That's
you.